Hey, y'all, welcome. Y'all tuned in to another edition of Homage Speaks, where homages do, homage is paid. And y'all know what just happened. Y'all witnessed it. I know y'all tuned in. We got Georgia's own young bull, Collin Sexton, versus the amazing Trae Young. Let's talk about it. I got my main man with me, Bo Knows, Bo Falarin. I know y'all know about Wale Falarin, but this is one of his family members, Bo Falarin. Bo, talk to the people.
What up? What up? What up, world? What up?
Hey
What up,
man,
D Bert? Let's get it.
hey man, let's jump right to it. Um, what we just witnessed earlier today, fellas, was something miraculous, something amazing, and it was to the standpoint of great coaching, great execution from Avery Johnson and the Alabama Crimson Tide. They was trapping Trae Young the whole game. It was not the typical mano y mano. You got a guy, I got a guy. They didn't get into that. They did not get into an up and down game. They made Trae Young play point guard, and that overrated team and his teammates that he have that I've been trying to tell folks that they was a little suspect all season. They did not bail him out tonight. He had the score was 63-70. He had 17 points, 8 assists. He did have 5 turnovers, but he made most of the time he made the right basketball play and getting the ball out of his hands and trusting his teammates to make plays for themselves, and they could not get it done. But make no mistake about it, Collin Sexton was in that grill 94 feet. I'm talking about, boy, that boy went to the bathroom to get a Gatorade. But look, he got the ice and the cup waiting on him. I mean, he was in him. Don't act like y'all didn't see what we just saw. Everybody witnessed it. Trae Young was doing everything he could, getting away with a lot of pushing off, just staying at ball game, but they made him work. It was a good game. I've seen a lot of things from Trae Young that I think going forward, I think he's going to be a fine NBA player. He has a unique ability to get to the rack and create for others. But they did a great and excellent job of making him work for everything and making him become a true point guard. In the NBA, some of those passes that he was making, he's going to be passing those balls to better shooters, and they're going to make those shots. Oklahoma, the role players and the other great players that they have on their team, they didn't have it tonight. Trae Young, we're going to look at this as a learning experience for you, a notch in your belt, because what we needed you to do is be the top player in the country, the leader scorer in the country, and the leader and assist man in the country to get this win against Alabama. And I'm not going to be the one to spare you and act like that didn't happen. We all saw the game. I knew what it was going to take. Collin Sexton was going to be ready to go, pick you up 97 feet. He came out, let his team know he was ready to go, scored the first 5 points of the game, 1 3-pointer, 1 monster dunk. Hey, man, I'm here. Hope you're ready. Trae Young came out trying to execute offense, forced a couple of shots early, hit a shot, got in a little rhythm in the second half, but didn't score another bucket from 11 minutes left in the game. That is miraculous defense. That's miraculous coaching on Avery Johnson, a coach who I feel like he has to let those players play if he wants them to get to where he wants them to get to. I feel like the SEC is up for grabs. They could easily be the best team in the SEC. They have the athletes, and they have the best young guard in the SEC on their team at their disposal. Boski, tell the people how you feel about it. It's on you, Bo.
Well, today you had the two best guards in the country going at it, in Collin Sexton and Trae Young. Like I've been telling folks before, Trae Young team is really trash. I mean, he make them go. I mean, he didn't get no help today. And Alabama trapped him the whole game, got the ball out of 10. You needed Trae Young to take 30 shots. They get you 35 to 40 points to win this game today. But he didn't get no help. He made the right basketball play, but he couldn't get no help today. I mean, and that's the reason why they lost the game. And that's what's going to happen to him later on in the season, especially around tournament time. I mean, Alabama still got a lot to prove. I mean, I don't think they're no tournament team yet, but we'll see. They got to get a couple more quality wins for them to make the tournament. But like I said, you got the best two young guards in the country going at it, and both of them should be top 5 picks when the draft comes.
Well, make no mistake about it, it was 50 NBA. It was 50 NBA scouts in the arena, and they was there to see the two boys go to work. And I think they got a good glimpse of what's the future for both of those players. But make no mistake about it, I always tell me and Lance talk about this all the time. Me and Lance, from the standpoint of that, Oklahoma is overrated in my opinion. Lon Kruger has done a great job of letting Trae Young be free because that's the only chance he had. His team is not built enough. He doesn't have enough veteran players to say, you got to play basketball this way. No, if we want to be good and we want to be relevant, you got to shoot your shots and you got to play your game. But hats off, coaching matters. And I don't like Avery Johnson as a coach. I feel like he does not do a good job of unleashing his players. But schematically today, he did an amazing job. Usually these people do this little soft trap on Trae Young. Trae Young get rid of the basketball and what he's supposed to do, but he get rid of it to a wide open shooter. No, those guys were in full deny all game long. The skip pass was the only pass that he had. It was no, oh man, I'm going to do this little soft trap and I'm going to dump it behind the back or over your head to a shooter and he's going to knock down a wide open shot. No, sir. Alabama made him work for every bucket. And I'm totally disappointed in Coach Kruger not to realize that he needed to put another ball handler on the floor, another person who could create a shot for themselves and others so Trae Young can get some better looks off the ball. He had the ball the entire game, so the defense was able to focus on him. Not to mention, he got a great guard in front of him in Collin Sexton, who was going to play him 94 feet, who was not going to bang down, who felt like he was on the same level, if not better than you. And I'm going to show you tonight. Trae Young had 18-7 with the 5 turnovers, and Collin Sexton led his team with 18 and 3. But his supporting cast, his supporting cast, man, look here. Those young boys came to play some ball today. But what we needed from Trae Young is that we needed to see the best player in the country. And I never felt like he was that. I feel like he was one of them. He's too young. There's some experienced players out there. The boy did not have a bucket in the final 11:52, and that's a problem. And if you're going to be known as the best player in the country, if you're going to be known as the top scorer in the country, if you're going to be known as the top assist man in the country, something had to happen. Take Alabama, for instance, what they did was they was able to get him in the bonus. They was able to put the pressure on him. They made their free throws down the stretch. They got in the 1-and-1 early. That game was nerve-wracking. Go ahead, Bo, talk to us.
Well, I agree with everything you said right there. Like you said, Trae Young didn't score a bucket in the last 11 minutes of the game, and Oklahoma's not going to beat nobody like that if he can't get no buckets. I mean, he's basically their whole offense. The other kid, the freshman Manic, the white boy Manic, he's supposed to be their second best player, and he went 1 for 7 for 3 today. And they got him projected to go first round. I don't see it, but hey, I mean, I don't get paid to see it. But
right.
He didn't have no help today. Like I said, they trapped him the whole game. He had to get the ball out of his hands. And Oklahoma, like I've been telling folks, he's good, but his team is really trash. So if he ain't getting that 30, like for them to be successful, he got to average. He got to have 25 and 10 or more assists a game for them to be successful. If he have an off night, they're not beating nobody. I don't give a damn who you play. They're not beating nobody if he have an off night. So, like, it was the 2 best guards in the country going at it. Both of them should be top 5 picks. And, I mean, I'm not going to say he had a bad game today. He played decent. He had decent numbers. He just didn't get no help from his teammates. They lost the game today.
I'm with you on that, man. And y'all just heard it right here live from Bo and D Burst on this edition of Homage Speaks. Trae Young, you played great, but you got to get going and you got to do what's necessary, young blood. And you got to work on it. In big games like this, you cannot disappear in the final 11 minutes. You have to find a way to lead your team. Either you were supposed to have a whole bunch of assists and playmaking, or you're supposed to get a whole bunch of buckets. And that's why you lost by 7. And for that, I can't pay no more homage than that to you. And with that being said, this marks another edition of Homage Speaks.